Hello reception. Today for guided reading we're going to be focusing on reconstructing sentences. We're going to be using our phonics to help us sound out the words that we see and putting jumbled sentences back together. Before we get started, if you could ask a grown-up to help you to write the words that we're going to be using today for the sentences on pieces of paper, just like I've done here. I've done them individually, so that will help us with the activity. So I'm going to show you on the screen now the sentences that we're going to be using today. So if you could write those words individually on paper, then we'll get started with the activity. The first sentence that we're going to be looking at today is, it was a pitch black night. So I've got all the words written individually on paper here, and I'm going to use some glue tack to stick them onto the wall. Now, if you're doing this at home along with me, you don't have to stick them onto the wall if you don't want to. You can just have them on the carpet in front of you as we put the sentence back together and do the activity. Okay, so what I've done first is I've put the sentence in order. I'm going to read the sentence with you, and then we're going to jumble it up, and I'm going to need your help to put it back together in order. So let's read the sentence together to start. So my first word in the sentence is it, and I know that because I've got it. My next word is a tricky word. Does anyone know what this tricky word is? That's right, it's was. Now we don't sound it out like as was, because that wouldn't be right. That's not a word. The word we're looking at here is was. If we were using our phonics, it might look like this, was. But that's not right, is it? It's spelt with a W, an A and an S, was. So let's start again. We've got it, tricky word, was. A, pitch, black. Oh, can you spot the digraph there? I'm going to put my digraph goggles on. You spot the digraph there? Black. Where's the digraph? That's right, it's at the end of the word. The digraph. Now I'm going to use my robot arms to sound out the last word in my sentence. I've got a night. What's the word? Night, that's right. And I can see a trigraph there as well. Let's get our trigraph goggles this time. Where is it? Night. It's in the middle of the word this time, the trigraph I. So let's read the sentence all together. It was a pitch black night. Now I know that this word is at the end of my sentence as well because it's got a full stop at the end. I wonder what a pitch black night means. Can you grab your talk partner Teddy that you had the other day, and can you tell your talk partner Teddy what you think a pitch black night means? I'm going to tell my partner now. I think a pitch black night means that it was really, really dark. What do you think? Okay, so we know our sentence is, it was a pitch black night, and that means that it was really dark. Now, I'm going to jumble up the sentence, and I'm going to need your help to put it back together. Okay, so we've jumbled up our sentence now, and I'm going to need your help to put it back together. So who can remember what the first word was in my sentence? That's right, it was it. Now, I'm going to need your help to find it as well. What do we always have at the beginning of our sentence? That's right, a capital letter. So that might give us a clue to find the first word in the sentence. Can you find it with me now? I'm looking for a capital letter. Yeah, that's right, I can see a capital letter here. And let's sound out to check. We've got the word it. Brilliant, so that's going to go at the beginning of my sentence. Okay, so we've got it at the beginning of the sentence. Who can say the sentence with me that we're putting back together? It was a pitch black night. So what's the next word in my sentence? It was. Brilliant. We're looking for our tricky word was. Remember, it begins with a W, and then we've got W, A, and S. Where is my tricky word was? That's it. Brilliant. So I'm going to put that next in my sentence. So we've got the first two words in my sentence. It was. What's the next word in my sentence? It was a. Brilliant. So here's my tricky word, a. And I'm going to put that next in my sentence. It was a. Okay, so say the sentence with me again. It was a pitch black night. So let's check that we've got the words in the right order. It, tricky word. Was, tricky word. A. What was the next word in my sentence? Pitch. Okay, let's check where's pitch. Oh, it looks like it might already be in the right order. Let's see. Itch, pitch. Ack, black, night. It was a pitch black night. Is that right? Yeah, well done. Thank you so much for your help, and we've put the sentence back together now. Well done. Let's try another one. Okay, so my next sentence is, he was green, bad, and a big pain. I'm going to ask you to put that sentence back together by yourself. So can you shuffle them up and then try and put the sentence together? He was green, bad, and a big pain. Okay, say the sentence with me. He was green, bad, and a big pain. What was the first word in the sentence? That's right, it was he, the tricky word he. Now, we can help ourselves in finding that by knowing that at the start of the sentence, it starts with a capital letter. So you're looking for a capital H. Have you found it? Yeah, it looks like this. He, a H and an E, he are tricky words. That's our first word in the sentence, he. What's the next word in the sentence? He was. Brilliant. Was, our tricky word was. Now we can find that because it's got a W, an A and an S. Was. He was. What was our next word? I'll give you a clue. It begins with the sound g, g, g. What was it? Green. That's right. Green. Green. Did you find it? Yeah. Brilliant. So we've got green. Green. He was green. What was my sentence again? He was green, bad, and a big pain. So what's our next words? Bad. Brilliant. Can you find the b sound in bad? Bad. Bad. Have you found it? Brilliant. Okay. So we've got bad. Bad. He was green, bad. What's our next word? And. Brilliant. And. He was green, bad, and. Our tricky word, a. Brilliant. It stands on its own like this. A. What was our next word? He was green, bad, and a. Big. Brilliant. Big. 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 What's my last word in the sentence? He was green, bad, and a big. That's it. Pain, pain. That was our last word in the sentence. Can you spot a digraph in that word as well? Pain. Brilliant. Well done. He was green, bad, and a big pain. Okay, so my last sentence today is, did Supertato vanish into thin air? Now, I want you to grab your talk partner Teddy again, and can you tell your talk partner Teddy, what do you think vanish into thin air means? It's my turn. I think vanish into thin air means that someone had disappeared mysteriously. What do you think vanish into thin air means? So your last sentence today is, did Supertato vanish into thin air? Using the paper that you have at home of those words that you've written, can you put them back together in the right order? Did Supertato vanish into thin air? So let's put the sentence back together now. Did Supertato vanish into thin air? So what's our first word in the sentence? Did. Brilliant. And remember, our sentence starts with a capital letter, doesn't it? So you can spot a capital letter at the beginning of your sentence. Did. Where's the word did? Did. Brilliant. Here we are. We've got did. What's the next word in our sentence? Did. That's it, Supertato. Now this one's a little bit of a tricky one to spot because Supertato's name looks a bit like a tricky word, doesn't it? We can't really sound it out very well, but we know that it starts with the initial sound S. So can you find a word that begins with the sound S? And I've got another clue for you. It's got the digraph in it as well. Supertato. Have you found it? Brilliant. So we've got Supertato. Did Supertato, what's the next word? Vanish. Brilliant. So we've got vanish. Vanish. Can you spot it? Brilliant. And it's got a digraph sh at the end of it as well, if you haven't spotted it yet. Vanish. There it is. Vanish. Vanish. Did Supertato vanish? Now our next word is a tricky word. Can you spot it? Did Supertato vanish? Into. Brilliant. Into. Did Supertato vanish into? It's got the digraph. Brilliant. Thin. In. Thin. And our last word in the sentence is a trigraph sound. Can you spot it? That's it. Air. Air. Did Supertato vanish into thin air? And can you see at the end of my sentence, it doesn't end with a full stop, it ends with a question mark. So it's a question. Did Supertato vanish into in thin air? Did Supertato vanish into thin air? Well done for trying so hard in guided reading today and helping me put those jumbled sentences back together. If you want to challenge yourself, you can use the phonics book for day 4 and take some sentences out of the phonics book and jumble them up and put them back together using the skills that you've learned today.